If you're over 60, I need you to hear this. The very muscles in your arms and legs could be the secret key to protecting your memory, and no one ever told you. We've been taught to think of memory loss as something that just happens with age. You forget a name, lose your train of thought, or can't remember why you walked into a room. Friends joke, "Oh, that's just senior moments." But what if I told you those moments might have less to do with your brain and more to do with the strength in your muscles? Here's the surprising truth. Researchers are now finding that weak muscles can quietly speed up brain decline. Building strength, even in small, simple ways, may help keep your mind sharp, your focus clear, and your independence intact. It's not about bulging biceps or running marathons. It's about a fascinating muscle-brain conversation happening inside your body every single day. Your muscles are like little chemical factories, releasing special compounds that feed and protect brain cells. Lose that muscle and your brain misses out on its daily dose of this natural nourishment. I've seen it happen in my patients. Men and women who never thought about lifting more than a coffee cup, yet found their memory and alertness improve after starting gentle strength exercises. And here's the intrigue. The change can happen faster than you think. Some see results in weeks, but the clock is ticking because every year after 60, muscle loss speeds up. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your muscles into powerful allies for your brain. Stay with me. This could be the most important tip you hear all year. Number 1, the muscle-brain connection. Why strength protects your mind. For decades, most people have thought of muscle as something you build just to move better, look stronger, or stay independent. But the truth is your muscles are doing much more than lifting groceries or helping you up the stairs. They are quietly talking to your brain every single day, sending chemical messages that can shape your memory, focus, and even your mood. Scientists call this muscle-brain crosstalk. When you challenge your muscles, even gently, they release special substances called myokines. Think of myokines as tiny messengers that travel through your bloodstream straight to your brain. Once there, they can help grow new brain cells, repair damaged ones, and improve the way nerve cells talk to each other. One of the most powerful of these is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which acts like fertilizer for your brain's memory centers. When muscle mass is low, your brain simply does not get as much of this natural nourishment. That can mean slower thinking, more forgetfulness, and a greater risk for serious conditions like Alzheimer's disease. On the other hand, keeping your muscles active sends a steady stream of brain protective signals every single day. I remember one of my patients, Eleanor, a 74-year-old retired teacher who came to me worried about her memory. She had never been to a gym in her life. We started her with light resistance bands and simple chair exercises twice a week. After 3 months, she was amazed. Not only could she walk farther without resting, but she was remembering her grocery list without writing it down. Her daughter told me she seemed more engaged in conversations and even started reading novels again. The lesson is clear. Stronger muscles do not just support your body, they help support your mind. Number 2, muscle loss and after 60, the silent brain threat. After the age of 60, most people lose muscle without even realizing it. This gradual shrinking is called sarcopenia, and it is far more than a cosmetic issue. Sarcopenia can be a quiet thief, stealing not only your strength, but also your brain's resilience. Here is why it matters. Your muscles are a major storage site for glucose, the brain's favorite fuel. When muscle mass declines, your body becomes less efficient at handling blood sugar. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, a condition that disrupts energy delivery to the brain. Without steady fuel, your brain cells struggle to perform at their best, and tiny injuries to blood vessels become more likely. Add in the low-grade inflammation that often accompanies muscle loss, and you have the perfect environment for cognitive decline. I once treated a man named Harold, a 78-year-old who had been healthy for most of his life. One winter, he slipped on the ice and broke his hip. After months of being less active, his leg muscles thinned noticeably. His balance worsened, but what troubled his family most was that his once sharp memory started to fade. He struggled to follow the plot of his favorite shows and forgot the names of old friends. It was not a sudden disease. It was the result of muscle loss cutting off vital support to his brain. The saddest part is how preventable much of this is. By the time most people notice muscle loss, they may have already lost years of protection for their brain. That is why starting light strength training now, not later, can be one of the most powerful brain-saving steps you take. Remember, you cannot stop the clock, but you can slow its effects. Every pound of healthy muscle you keep after 60 is like adding another layer of armor around your memory. Number 3, protein, the building block for muscle and memory. If muscles are your brain's allies, then protein is the raw material that keeps those allies strong and ready for action. Without enough protein, your muscles cannot repair themselves, grow, or produce the chemical signals that help protect your brain. As we age, our bodies process protein less efficiently. That means the same chicken breast or bowl of beans that was enough for you at 40 may not be enough now. Most older adults need more protein, not less, to maintain muscle and brain health. A good starting point is about 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein for every kilogram of body weight. For someone weighing 150 pounds, that works out to roughly 110 to 150 grams of protein per day, spread evenly across meals. It is not just the amount that matters, it is the quality. Animal-based proteins like eggs, fish, chicken, and dairy provide all the essential amino acids your body needs. One in particular, leucine, plays a starring role in triggering muscle repair and growth. You will find leucine in foods like whey protein, Greek yogurt, salmon, and soy products. Plant-based proteins can also do the job, but they often need to be combined, like pairing rice with beans, to get a complete amino acid profile. I once worked with a woman named Clara, 71, who thought she was eating well. She had oatmeal for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and soup for dinner. But when we calculated her protein intake, it was less than half of what she needed. We added an egg to her breakfast, salmon to her salad, and a small piece of chicken at dinner. Within a month, she felt stronger, steadier, and, to her surprise, more mentally alert. Protein is not just fuel for your muscles. It is a daily investment in your brain's future. Number 4, resistance training, your brain's workout partner. If protein is the raw material, then resistance training is the spark that turns that material into strong, active muscle. And here is the part most people overlook. When you challenge your muscles, you are also challenging and nourishing your brain. Resistance training simply means making your muscles work against some kind of force. This can be as simple as lifting a light dumbbell, stretching a resistance band, or even standing up from a chair without using your hands. You do not need a gym membership or expensive equipment. You can use soup cans, water bottles, or even your body weight. Why is this so powerful for your brain? Each time you put your muscles under healthy, controlled strain, you increase blood flow, not just to the muscles, but to the brain itself. You also stimulate the release of myokines, those special messenger molecules we talked about earlier. They tell your brain to grow new connections, repair damaged cells, and stay alert. Over time, this can mean better memory, quicker thinking, and more emotional resilience. I remember a gentleman named Robert, 76 years old, who came to me after losing his wife. He was grieving, withdrawn, and told me he felt his memory slipping. We started with twice-a-week sessions using resistance bands. At first, his body shook just holding the band steady, but within weeks, his posture improved, his steps became surer, and this was the part that made him smile. He felt more confident remembering names and dates. "It's like I'm waking up again," he said, "and now I want to pause and speak directly to you, the person watching this. If you are thinking, that sounds good, but I'm too old to start, I want you to hear this from me. It is never too late. Your muscles will respond, and so will your brain, no matter your age." I'd like to make this interactive. In the comments below, share your story. Tell me if you have noticed changes in your memory, focus, or energy when you've been more active. Or if you have not tried resistance training yet, share how you feel listening to this. Are you curious, hesitant, hopeful? I read these comments, and I promise you, your words will encourage someone else who is where you are right now. When you do start, keep it simple. Work all major muscle groups 2 or 3 times per week. Give yourself a rest day between sessions. Start light and focus on slow, steady movements. Never hold your breath while lifting. Breathe out as you push or pull, and breathe in as you release. Remember, resistance training is not about becoming a bodybuilder. It is about building a body and a brain that serves you well so you can keep living life on your terms. Number 5, the role of rest and recovery in brain and muscle health. When people think about getting stronger, they often focus on the workouts themselves, lifting weights, using bands, or doing squats. But what I have learned over decades of caring for older adults is this: your muscles and your brain do not grow stronger during exercise. They grow stronger during recovery. Every time you do resistance training, you create tiny, harmless tears in your muscle fibers. Your body then repairs those fibers, making them thicker and stronger. That repair process does not happen while you are lifting a weight. It happens while you are resting afterward. And here is the part many people miss. The same rest that repairs muscle also allows your brain to recover from mental strain, clear out waste products, and reset its communication systems. Sleep is the cornerstone of this process. During deep sleep, your brain's cleaning system, called the glymphatic system, works like a night crew in a busy office, sweeping out toxins and debris that build up during the day. At the same time, your body releases growth hormone, a powerful chemical that repairs both muscle tissue and brain cells. Without enough quality sleep, neither your muscles nor your mind can perform at their best. I had a patient, Grace, who was 80 years old and determined to keep her independence. She did her strength exercises faithfully, but insisted on staying up late and sleeping only 5 or 6 hours a night. She could not understand why her progress had slowed. When we focused on improving her sleep, setting a regular bedtime, avoiding caffeine after lunch, and creating a quiet, dark bedroom, she not only felt stronger in her workouts, but her memory and focus improved noticeably within weeks. Rest days between workouts are just as important. If you work the same muscles hard every day, they never get the chance to fully repair. For most people, doing resistance training 2 to 3 times per week with at least one rest day in between is enough to keep building strength without overtraining. Recovery is not laziness. It is an active part of your health plan. That can include gentle stretching, short walks, light gardening, or even meditation. Activities that keep blood moving without placing heavy demands on your muscles. If you are serious about protecting your brain and building strength, give as much thought to your rest as you do to your workouts. Think of it this way: exercise is the spark, but rest is the fuel. Without both, the engine will not run smoothly. So tonight, when you lie down to sleep, remind yourself this is not wasted time. This is when your body and brain are working behind the scenes to keep you strong, steady, and sharp. Number 6, daily habits to keep muscles active without the gym. One of the most common things I hear from my older patients is, "Doctor, I don't have time or money for a gym." My answer is always the same: you do not need a gym to keep your muscles strong and your brain sharp. In fact, some of the best muscle building habits happen right in your own home during the course of a normal day. The key is to remember this: your muscles thrive on regular use. When you keep them active throughout the day, you keep blood flowing, oxygen moving, and those brain-boosting myokines circulating. It is like giving your brain a gentle refresh several times a day. Here are a few ways to do it. Stand up often. If you have been sitting for 30 to 45 minutes, stand, stretch, or walk for 2 minutes. This not only wakes up your muscles, but also recharges your brain. March in place while doing chores, waiting for the kettle to boil or the microwave to finish. March in place, lift your knees, and swing your arms gently. Use the stairs. If you can do so safely, choose the stairs over the elevator. Even one flight can give your legs a good challenge. Turn daily tasks into strength moves. Carry grocery bags evenly in both hands. Lift a laundry basket with your legs, not your back, or water plants using a small watering can in each hand. Balance while brushing your teeth. Stand on one leg for a few seconds, then switch. This engages your core and leg muscles while improving coordination. I remember Mary, a 79-year-old widow, who told me she felt too old for exercise. I suggested she start with just 2 things. standing up every 40 minutes and carrying her laundry up the stairs instead of asking her grandson. 6 months later, she told me her legs felt stronger, her balance had improved, and she was remembering phone numbers again without looking them up. Now, let me speak to you directly. This is not about becoming a fitness fanatic. This is about making your muscles part of your everyday life so they can keep sending those vital messages to your brain. You do not need to sweat buckets or spend hours working out. You just need to keep moving, keep challenging yourself in small, safe ways, and do it consistently. If you have a creative way you keep your muscles active at home, share it in the comments. Your idea might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear today. Remember, every step, every lift, every stretch you do is not just building muscle, it is feeding your brain, protecting your memory, and giving you more years of independence. Number 7, a brain muscle meal plan for a day. Feeding your muscles is not just about getting stronger, it is also about keeping your brain alert, your mood steady, and your memory working well. A well-balanced day of eating can give your muscles the protein they need to release those brain-protecting chemicals, while also providing the vitamins and healthy fats your brain depends on. The goal is simple. Spread your protein throughout the day, choose foods that are rich in nutrients, and keep your blood sugar steady. This will give your brain a constant supply of energy and prevent the highs and lows that can lead to fatigue and forgetfulness. Here's an example of a day's meals designed for a senior aiming to maintain muscle and support brain health. Breakfast, start your day with a Greek yogurt parfait made from 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt, half a cup of fresh berries, and 2 tablespoons of chopped walnuts. Add 1 boiled egg on the side. The yogurt and egg provide high-quality protein, the berries offer antioxidants for brain health, and the walnuts supply omega-3 fatty acids that help protect brain cells. Mid-morning snack. Have half a cup of shelled edamame with a small mandarin orange. The edamame gives plant-based protein and fiber, while the orange provides vitamin C to help your body absorb nutrients and support immunity. Lunch, enjoy a salmon and whole grain salad. Combine 3 ounces of grilled or canned salmon with 1 cup of spinach and arugula, half a cup of cooked quinoa or farro, cherry tomatoes, and 1/4 of an avocado. Drizzle with olive oil and lemon juice. The salmon gives omega-3 fats, the grains provide slow-release energy, and the greens deliver vital vitamins and minerals. Afternoon snack, blend 1 cup of plain kefir with half a banana and a tablespoon of chia seeds. This combination supports digestion, provides protein, and keeps your blood sugar stable for the rest of the afternoon. Dinner. Have 4 ounces of grilled chicken thigh with roasted broccoli, bell peppers, and carrots. Include a small baked sweet potato with a teaspoon of olive oil. This meal offers protein, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats in one balanced plate. Evening bite. Finish the day with a small square of dark chocolate and a cup of fresh berries. This is a satisfying treat that also provides brain-friendly antioxidants. Eating this way does not mean you have to follow the plan exactly every day. The important thing is to include protein in every meal, balance it with vegetables, and avoid large amounts of sugar or heavily processed foods. When you nourish your muscles, you are also nourishing your brain. Think of every bite as an investment in your strength, memory, and independence. Number 8, safety first. Avoiding injury while building muscle. Building strength is one of the most powerful things you can do for your body and your brain after 60, but doing it the wrong way can lead to setbacks, injuries, or even long-term health problems. Safety is not about slowing you down. It is about making sure you can keep going week after week without pain or fear. The first rule is to warm up. Cold muscles and joints are more likely to strain or tear. Spend 5 to 10 minutes moving gently before you start resistance training. You might walk around your home, march in place, or do gentle arm swings. This warms your muscles, increases blood flow, and prepares your heart for the work ahead. The second rule is to start light. Even if you feel strong, begin with a weight or resistance you can lift comfortably for 8 to 12 repetitions without holding your breath or straining. You can always add more later, but starting too heavy increases the risk of joint or back injuries. Another important point is to breathe properly. Many older adults instinctively hold their breath when lifting or pushing. This is called the Valsalva maneuver, and it can cause a sudden spike in blood pressure that may be dangerous. Instead, breathe out as you lift or push and breathe in as you lower or return. Pay attention to form. A poorly performed movement can cause strain, especially in the lower back, knees, or shoulders. If possible, have a fitness instructor, physical therapist, or knowledgeable friend check your technique when you start. If you feel sharp pain, not just normal muscle effort, stop immediately. Remember to protect your balance. If you are doing exercises that require standing, keep a sturdy chair or wall nearby to steady yourself. Falls are one of the biggest risks for older adults, and they can lead to injuries that stop your progress altogether. Finally, listen to your body. A little muscle soreness for a day or two after exercise is normal, but ongoing pain, swelling, or unusual fatigue means it is time to rest and reassess your plan. One of my patients, Walter, 81, began using small dumbbells at home. He pushed himself hard in the first week and ended up with shoulder pain that kept him from exercising for almost 2 months. When he returned, we slowed things down, added proper warm-ups, and focused on steady progress. Not only did he stay injury-free, but he built more strength than he thought possible. When it comes to building muscle for brain health, safety is not a limit. It is the foundation. By protecting yourself, you give your body and your brain the chance to grow stronger together for years to come. Number 9, the emotional bonus: confidence, independence, and joy. Strength training for brain health is not just about science, proteins, or myokines. At its heart, it is about giving you something even more valuable: the return of confidence, independence, and joy in everyday life. I have seen it over and over again. A senior who once hesitated to walk alone at the grocery store now strides in without fear of falling. Someone who struggled to open jars for years is suddenly cooking for their grandchildren again. These are not just muscle victories, they are life victories. When your muscles grow stronger, your world opens up. You begin to trust your body again. You feel safer walking on uneven ground. You notice that you are standing taller, breathing easier, and even thinking more clearly. And here is the wonderful part: that physical confidence often spills over into your emotional life. You may find yourself laughing more, making more plans with friends, or trying new hobbies. I remember Linda, 75, who started gentle resistance training after feeling too tired for everything. She told me that within 2 months, she felt not just stronger, but happier. I caught myself singing while making breakfast, she said. I can't remember the last time I did that. That is the power of reclaiming your strength. If you are watching this and thinking, it is too late for me, please hear me clearly. It is not too late. The body responds to training at any age. Your brain can build new pathways, your muscles can regain lost power, and your energy can come back. Change is possible, and it can start with something as simple as standing up, taking a deep breath, and moving your body today. Encouragement for change. Every day you delay is one more day your muscles and brain are not getting the support they deserve. But every day you choose to move, no matter how small the step, is a step toward more independence, clearer thinking, and a better quality of life. This is not about chasing youth. It is about creating strength for the years you have ahead. You deserve to feel secure in your own body and confident in your mind. Your turn to share. I would love to hear from you. After watching and practicing what we talked about today, come back and tell me how you feel. Did you notice changes in your strength, your balance, your mood, or your memory? Your story might be the spark that inspires someone else to begin their journey. If you found today's video helpful, I have another that is just as important for protecting your health, especially if you eat eggs regularly. It is called Eat Eggs, but Never Make These 7 Mistakes. They can be fatal. In it, I will walk you through the most common egg-related habits that can quietly harm your brain, your heart, and your overall health. And I will show you exactly how to enjoy eggs safely at any age. You can watch it right here. Eat eggs, but never make these 7 mistakes. They can be fatal. Do not miss it. The right knowledge, applied consistently, is what turns small changes into lasting health. Let us keep building your strength, protecting your memory, and giving you the confidence to live life fully.